Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And some space here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
20. Gun.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It was Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Big stop, G. Great.
From the gun, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's
crossing over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
32-yard line.
Gun. Here we go.
Throwing again is Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
At the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. Dancing to his left. And Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it.
Good shit.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'll take it.
After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 6-yard line.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they work this out past the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
On the carry.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
It's a gain of 3. First
On
down.
play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Bears nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to
Now
kick
following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road.
Oh,
so
my
getting
God,
a
that's my
7-0
fault. I
lead
did not
was
see
huge
that
for
dude.
them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
That definitely should have been a pick.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Sterling Hoffrichter in punt formation.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there's optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Now they try the right side here. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Gun.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And 6.
Ready? Check back 21. Here we go. Hey, check back 21. Check back 21. Hey, here we go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And
I'm
that will
about
be
to say.
incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Barkley. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
They're going to look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the...
Come on, Madden. They ain't even fucking close.
Picked off at the 25. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Okay.
Unfortunately for him,
Oh, my
last week
God. Come on, man.
was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Go! Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's going to be a long day.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Fighting to stay upright. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. will go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Check three. Wait.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
10 at the 13-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
They're running it. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right. Hey. Hey, check Mike 21.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons.
Oh, needed that.
Big play there. As the 1st half is winding down. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
The kick is good.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
First down, Falcons.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
From the gun, Newton. It's caught on the
Come
right
on,
side
bro.
by Robinson.
What kind of fake shit is that, dog?
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run pays off to the 35 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it. It's a foot race.
I'll take it.
30, the 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Bears nothing. Sterling.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 23. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a
touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Newton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Bell. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chunking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears get a bit closer. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Bears 7. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Come on, man.
Third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
Man, on that bullshit, dog.
Field to the 49-yard line.
That should be lining up every time, bro.
They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go.
Make a wide open,
capitalize on this one.
Gun. Check that. Check my 21. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Come on, that's a pick!
To be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr.
Oh my.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Ooh-wee, boy.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Express. Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Got you. Express. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
The 30-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
For a Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
He's crazy. 8.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And his pass incomplete.
Newton's pass.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Everyone's got 4. 4 down. 51. 8. Watch the run.
Throwing again. Newton. His throw
That shit fake, bro.
incomplete.
Whatever that bullshit is he doing.
Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check back 12. Back 12, back 12. Right here, right here. Back 12. Mike 12.
They snap it to Newton. That one caught by Gibson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A gain of 12 brings up third down. And
Throwing on third down, Newton. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
third down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Out.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
For the Falcons.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Let's take it inside his own 40. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. Touchdown.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to them.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Falcons 28. Bears 14. Mike Badgley.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And is it the executive, the signature, or the designer series?
Again, it's Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. We're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Minnesota or Wisconsin license? Which one do you have? And what is that driver's license number?
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. Barkley hit and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. No chance. Hey, check Mike 21.
In your mental.
From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
1st and 10 at the 7.
From the gun, Newton. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Not like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score.
No, you can do
but they
it as
can't
long
be
as you
so
know for
aggressive
sure that you're going to
as
get
to
that
give up their
field goal.
edge, their gaps,
start it
and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on second down. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Third down.
Had a card how long?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up fourth down.
Now fourth down.
And do you have a smartphone by chance? Okay.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Atlanta, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop.
Yes, man.